Hello everybody, today I'm here in Tinley Park, Illinois, and it's day 2 for me, and it's day 1 for some of you. So I'm going to show you around and show you just pretty much all the amazing, beautiful things. Just really sick blackhead pythons. Those are awesome.
Pretty big, and their care requirement is similar to like white stray frogs, so they're actually a very good beginner frog. And they call them like the galaxy eye frog because their eyes have like star shapes and stuff in it. Really neat frog. They get really big, chunky. They're a favorite around here.
Look at this green forest dragon.
We're looking at a pinstripe true ghost, which is the VPA axanthic hypo pinstripe. This is a great example of a little girl, and I believe she is the only one in the building today. The male version was sold yesterday. If you have any questions, please come find me. This is Peter with PT Reptiles.
Look at this awesome pair of womas. Almost 10, so most of you guys, if you're coming to Tinley, are about to come in through the door, and I'm so excited to meet all of you guys. So excited. It's going to be so much fun.
So adder has a little bit of a different head shape, along with this pinch of an eye stripe, but it is a black back gene, so it gives a lot of this zipper type of a dorsal and adds all this nice white tracing and flaming coming up around the alien heads. So that's your base morph. And then we've been working to put it into some combos and certainly make some visuals. So this is the adder gene with NG.
Wow.
So these genes really fight each other.
I can tell.
The NG likes to really, cross over the dorsal. And as we saw there, adder really likes to do a full zipper dorsal. So these guys are really fighting each other. But it looks really good.
Yes, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm liking where all this is going. Unfortunately, the visual clown is in shed. So this is a banana adder clown, possible NG. Eye stripes kind of say NG, but the dorsal really doesn't. And then the male I kept from the clutch is very more typical in the dorsal for NG. So we'll see how that goes. And then one more for you for the adder project is the banana adder tri-stripe.
Wow.
So what's cool with this one is if you see that head, it gets that nice little lipstick liner going around the inside of the head pattern.
Yes.
So kind of cool. And again, pretty typical, just adding to more of those belly flames. And just some really cool maroons and purples in the dorsal.
That is beautiful. That is actually so amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks.
I'm Colette. I'm from Virginia but recently moved to Indiana, and this is my first snake. He's a ball python, and I'm going to name him Kartoffel, which means potato in German.
Hey guys, so today here we are showing off redhead cypress hypo clown female. As you guys can see, the redhead and the cypress interacted really well together. As you guys can see all the hooking and just the alien heads, all the they're elongating, and that dorsal, the color pattern. It's just the cypress and the redhead are really fighting for dominance in this combo. So as you guys can see, she turned out really awesome. It was something that was not expected, but it turned out better than we did expect. So, but yeah, guys, really awesome girl, and one of my favorite girls that we brought to the show. And yeah, there she is, pretty little thing.
Awesome.
Hello, I'm Carl J. Vargas with South Texas Geckos. I'm a New Caledonia gecko breeder, and I also work with several species of spiny tail iguanas. We'll show off a few. For one thing, these are some of the iguanas that I work with. These are Pied pectinata, which are called panda dragons. They're in a locality of Mexican spiny tail iguana that's black and white. And we have here what they call banana pectinata, which are of a yellow coloration of locality, and we are the only ones that have albinos in the world. So these are one of less than 20 in the world. Cheese, gargoyles, crested, very unknown or very underrated gecko is Seracinorum geckos, Corolophus seracinorum. This is an example of a spotted collared, very underrated, very inquisitive, very agile species of New Caledonia. They tend to be a little bit more active, as you can tell, but after a couple of minutes of holding, they settle down just like any other New Caledonian.
So this is one of our favorites that we brought to the show. So he's one of our actual breeders. So he's a visual lily white xanthid here. So normally we don't really bring xanthids here, but normally it's the 25th anniversary, so we just like to show it off, just to have people look at it, just be amazed by the yellowy and the translucent. So we've been trying to work on this for years and years, and we've got the success with it. So you can see the translucent. I'll let you hold this little bug guy right here in the hand.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's so pretty.
Yeah, so he's got that tint to yellow right here, and he does get a little bit gray. So
Yeah.
he look like he's transparent.
That's awesome. He's so cool. With Ryan with VivTech. So he wants to explain for us about this melanistic chihuahua. So tell us about it, Ryan.
So this is a gene that I've worked on for about 15 years. I outcrossed it through about 5 different generations of unrelated animals to prove that it was a real, actual traceable gene, and it's a dominant gene of melanism within the mainland chihuahuas. So this guy, if you look at some of these, you got nice, clear, nice chihuahua. It's normal what everybody sees, color, and then you get this guy, and he's just black.
Wow.
And he's pretty fired up, but he can go even darker than that. And this year, we finally have an adult female that's melanistic and a lot of males that are melanistic. So we'll be proving out in 2026 whether there's a super form. And I'm kind of excited because look how much darker would a super be? Like it might just be like a gap in our existence that looks like a gecko, right? Like just black space.
Yes. That is awesome.
So I'm super excited to see that. And anybody that wants to get in on this project before I prove how cool they can get should stop by our booth and check this little dude out.
Yes. How did you first discover this? How did you was it like a dinky thing?
No, so I had a gecko I bought from a friend, and it was kind of dark. And everybody just said there's just dark chihuahua. And there's a range of light ones and dark ones. So I kind of always just thought it was a cool dark one. Mm-hmm. And as I bred it, I realized half the babies would turn dark and then the other one wouldn't be. So it wasn't like a phylogenetic trait where you're breeding darker and darker animals. It was its own gene. And when I realized that, I started grabbing other unrelated females to try and prove it. And after about 5 generations, I am positive it is a dominant gene of melanism, and I'm really excited because most of the geckos that have a dominant gene of melanism have a super form where they get even darker. So I don't know what this guy's gonna look like, but he could be satin black, like the Vanta black paint, where it's just so black you can't even see it. And I'm super excited to see a gecko that just looks like, I don't know, part of our existence got deleted in the shape of a gecko.
Yes.
I'm super excited for it. So that's kind of what I've been doing over the last 15 years to make this happen.
Yes, that's awesome. What else do you work with, Ryan?
So I work with a ton of different stuff. Most of my stuff, I have the largest collection of peacock monitors in the world. I don't have any here with me, so that's totally kind of not as cool. But I also work with a bunch of different varanids and different pythons. So I love reticulated pythons, but I hate how big they get. I don't think we can keep a 20-foot tree-climbing, monkey-eating snake in captivity in a way that's ethical and healthy for the animal, and I have a hard time with that. So I love the super dwarf localities where I can get all of that awesome intelligence of a reticulated python and the cool colors of the morphs, but in a size that's manageable for me or a single person to have. So I work with a lot of super dwarf reticulated pythons. I work with the peacock monitors. And then I've been a reptile nerd for 30 years. So every new cool species I have to have. So I have a bunch of little weird side projects too.
Yes, that's awesome. Do you have anything on your Tinley list?
Like what I'm looking for?
Yeah, anything you want to pick up?
So this is the weirdest thing that no one's usually heard of. I'm looking for Madagascar three-eyed iguanas.
Huh, I've actually never heard of that.
Most people haven't. They're a tiny little lizard. They kind of look like a mix between an anole and a desert iguana, and they live in Madagascar. And the males, when they're ready to breed, they grow a fin with a dominant male. Even if there's 5 males, the one that's dominant grows this big fin and his head turns blue. Wow. And all the other males don't do that. But if he loses dominance in a fight, the male that's now the dominant male, he grows a fin, and the other one absorbs it. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
That is awesome.
So that's what I'm looking for, is to build more to my group for that, because I want to produce them in captivity. I think it'd be super cool to hash these guys out when nobody really is paid attention. They're a cheap little animal that ends up on a table that's like 20 or 30 bucks, and people don't really pay attention to them. But I've found the coolest species to breed and work with are those $20 or $30 species that no one else cares about. Yes. They're so cool.
That's awesome. Yes. Well, thank you for talking to us, Ryan.
Absolutely. Thanks for talking to me. I hope you guys find a bunch of cool stuff at this show. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you so much.
All right, so this is a rainbow clown, double recessive, one of only 2 that we know of in the world that have been made, and I think this is the only female. It's a partner with Proper Royals and with B&S Reptilia. Chris and I own this animal together, and she's about a year away from breeding, so we're trying to figure out what cool genes we want to get into the rainbow project. It's really a new project, and especially rainbow clown, double recessive this way.
Yes. It's beautiful.
One of my main focuses has always been boa constrictors. A couple animals we produced this year that are honestly stand out is this one came from Frank Martin lineage Orangegasm snow stuff, but this one's tail is got that absolutely beautiful blue in it. So definitely one of my favorite females. And then this one came from a red rum litter. This has the jungle pattern, the IMG, which is getting all that dark chocolate, and the VPI, which is going to lighten things up a good bit. But there's a lot of different directions you can take boa constrictors. Now, these are not like the first time we've ever done these, but this is some of the stuff we strive to make every year.
All right, guys, here we have a VPI Azanthic Desert Ghost Clown male. This is one of the jewels from this year, one of the best animals we produced, triple recessive. And just really a nice palette for combos down the road.
It's beautiful. Babu!
Hi, I'm Barry Swell from Elusive Propagations. I've been doing a lot of the hypo puzzle projects for the last 10 years. So I'm just going to show you some of the animals on one of my new projects I've got going. Right here we have a Orange Dream Yellow Belly Black Pastel hypo puzzle. There's a lot of flames and interesting colors going on here with this purple and orange. Very beautiful snake, and I have a lot of future plans for this male. I really love the orange, so.
Yes, it's beautiful.
So I've got this one here, and then this is a new project I'm pushing. Took me 5 years to make one of these from scratch. This is an Orange Dream Hypo paint.
Still early, hopefully.
Paint has been around forever, but not a ton has been done with it, and I think this is a lot of future for paint, especially with the hypo.
Gonna stick with it, right?
That's beautiful.
And I love the oranges, obviously, is what is going on with most of this stuff.
Yeah, that's sick. That's awesome.
So you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Barry Swope, and I have a morph market for Elusive Propagations.
Hi there, my name is Warren Klein. I'm from Bushveld Reptiles, and we specialize in captive bred African house snakes. Right here is one of the projects that we're most excited about. This is our own line of albino. We call it the Bushveld albino, and we actually believe this is the true amenalistic albino. Most of the other lines of albinos, they don't have orange eyes to the same degree as this. If you can see this animal, the eyes are literally glowing. This is a really stunning little house snake. And it's a beautiful specimen. It's got lovely high white sides as well. So this is one of our flagship mutations we work with in captive bred African house snakes, and we're really excited about these. We think these are one of the best pet snakes out there. Very easy to look after, and they come in so many beautiful colors as well. It's just a perfect package as snakes go.
Hi, my name is Scott Miller, and my company is Boas by Scott Miller. I'm located in Macomb, Illinois, west central Illinois, and this is a GX albino paint. And one of the characteristics of the GX trait is the very clean head with almost no pattern, and the very open reduced pattern that they get throughout the body. And as they grow, the orange gets more intense and turns almost to a glowing orange by the time they reach a year or 2 years old. And the paints are a recessive trait, so you can have paint and het paint. You can also have GX and het for GX. It's actually two different traits. And like, you can combine them, and you can get there's anneries that you can combine. You can get snows. There's different things you can do with them to create different looking morphs and stuff, but just a nice GX albino paint is probably one of the prettiest Samboas you'll ever see. This is a pure Dodoma Kenyan Samboa, and they come from an isolated valley in Tanzania, in East Africa, and the main characteristics of a Dodoma are the very clean, almost patternless head. They have no eye stripes, and then the very open spotted pattern that they have down the body. And they come usually in either orange, like bright orange, or a bright yellow. When they're babies and young like this, they start off kind of plain and not very vibrant colored. But after about 2 years, they turn into almost like a very deep, bright, almost like a glowing orange color, or a very, very bright, like a lemon yellow color. And you can have varying degrees of the reduced pattern with the spots. And I have a bunch of adults that I work with that I'm trying to make much more reduced pattern ones with less black spots, so that you see more of the orange come through.
Yes, that is awesome.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Hi, Caliber Herps. I've got one of my favorite carpet pythons here. It's a baby pomplin carpet python. I've been working with these types of carpet pythons for 15 years. I've traced the lineage of these pythons back to when they were first imported back into the U.S. into the mid-'80s, and they're my favorite carpet python that I work with.
That's awesome. Thank you.
What's up, guys? I'm really happy to be here on Ryleigh's Reptiles. You guys should be too, because this is like the most happening channel on YouTube right now. My name is Garrett, and I got a channel called Reptile Reptiles. So we all name the last word the same on these things, right? But I want to talk to you about superdwarfs, and this is my particular favorite superdwarf. So these are superdwarf reticulated pythons. They're the longest species of snake on the planet, and what I do is shrink them down to make them small so they make better pets for people. This particular one is a morph called a titanium, because it looks like it's almost made out of metal. You see the chrome going down the back. This one's got these weird, like greenish patinaed sides. They almost look like my bronze ring there. And so I really like these. I think that these are very underrated. I think that people are going to really appreciate the titaniums in some time to come. And if you don't know what a superdwarf is, you should definitely check out our channel so you can learn more.
So I'm Megan from Megaconda. I specialize in green anacondas, obviously. I've been doing it for about 15 years, specifically green anacondas. My favorite one is this one right here, which is the T-positive albino green anaconda. It's one of 3 known. And this one I produced. It's captive bred, born, and it's about 2 years old right now.
Thank you all for watching today's video, and a special thanks to all the Tinley vendors that let me interview them. If you're a reptile lover and you haven't been to Tinley, man, you're missing out. The next Tinley NARBC is in March, and I know we will be there. And we hope to see some of you. Again, thank you all for watching, and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you went to Tinley, comment down below what you got or what you were looking for. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget, I'm living my dream and having a ball, literally.